get started. We are at Takanoda Baba. Oh, there's a court right here. Are they not open? They might not be open. Bummer. I think they just happen to be closed today. Did not show online, but I think it's like their schedule for this month. And unfortunately, today is one of the days. Alright, since that place is closed, calling an audible, we're just gonna run into Shibuya and find something to eat there before the next place we want to go to. Third floor. Good. Strike out again. It doesn't even open till 5 p.m. Right, good thing about being in Shibuya is there's so many different spots. So here's another yakitori spot that we're gonna hit up. So we're en route to an Otter cafe, but along the way there is a coffee shop that I have stopped by before that I want to check out again. And there it's open. You're gonna wait outside? Cool. Streamer Coffee Company. Let's go. Coffee secured. Ready to go? Go ahead. This is on her list, or one of the stops. The Otter Cafe. Hopefully we can get in without reservations. Maybe under where his hand is.
Oh, but she said no. Oh,
There you go.
Oh, my heart.
Try feeding it. Be careful.
was scared.
I'm okay. Only one battery left for me. The famous Takashita Street. Go ahead, taste test it. Okay.
7 out of 10.
Sideways, yeah.
Okay. Rating?
6 out of 10? Should be go left up here. Right there. That's it, right?
Well, because to me, this is like an appetizer. But I guess they did bring us like 2 salads and stuff too.
All right, what was your verdict?
Delicious, but I'm so full, I'm gonna pass out.
Fair. Yeah, it was a lot of food. But overall, it was good. But just a ton of meat. We got the basically like the, what is it, like the there was multiple courses
Like
per set.
The largest set you could get.
Yeah.
Just to try everything.
But it's a lot of food.
Yeah.
Definitely worth it though for like the price and everything. Alrighty, back at the Airbnb, relaxing, about to shower, and then since tomorrow's technically our last full day, probably start packing a little bit and cleaning up around the Airbnb. That way we don't have to worry about as much end of day tomorrow. And then we fly out like a little bit after lunch on Saturday, so probably just do some stuff in the morning, and then yeah, wrap up the Tokyo portion of the trip. Okay. Last full day in Tokyo, and it is pouring. I mean, it's gonna be crazy. Yeah, so it's not the most opportune weather-wise to have to travel, but we are gonna try to hit up Ginza a little bit today and survive this onslaught of rain. Be pouring all through the day. Supposedly in an hour it's supposed to die down a little bit. coffee roasters. Alright, so we arrived in Ginza. Now it's about like a 15-minute walk to the Glitch coffee spot that I've been wanting to go to. The main road here with all the luxury stores and whatnot. It is indeed.
We have it on the regular bill. Okay. Yes.
Try this. Okay.
Yeah.
Phenomenal coffee, worth the wait, and walked away with a bag for home. And it is lunchtime, so we're about to head into the Tokyo Plaza for a place that my partner has been wanting to try out. So. So we are here for the lunch set. Sea bream, egg, and then salmon roe? What's the other option?
I think it's just sea bream, so it's sea bream on both sides.
Ah, I see.
This one has ikra.
Nice. This lunch set looks absolutely delicious. Muscat grapes, daifuku.
Ooh, they're firm.
Oishi. That's good. The grape inside. Gotta get a maple.
That's why I would do it, but then he dropped it.
Buy another one.
Good. I was hoping it'd be
The texture's not what I expected. And so we got the classic whipped cream sandwich, and I got the honey rare cheese. So we'll see how it is. Alright, overall burger for August. Tough to eat.
Yeah, it's tough to eat.
It's messy.
There's no place in or around the restaurant or the whatever.
To easily sit.
Yeah.
But it's also, it was like raining for us when we went, so it's tough. Good though.
It was
Not terrible.
crispy, and it's exactly what I expected it to be. Taste-wise, I think just like the eating experience, it was so messy that like
Makes it hard.
yeah, that
Yeah.
it really took it down a couple notches for me.
A lot of people talk about like the savory ones too, and we didn't get that, but just because we weren't that hungry, but definitely worth trying out. We're now in the city of Ikebukuro. Looking for that book off on that sign over there. No dice on the suragayas out here, but we did get some stuff from the book off, and apparently they also have a super potato out here that is same chain, just not the Akiba location, which is more packed. Here we go. Okay. Sick. Little stand-in kiosk. Going to the Suragaya in Shinjuku for one last time. Trying to see if anything new was added to the case since the last couple days. Doesn't seem like much has changed though. Nice. Back at the Airbnb, and as you can see, we have a lot to clean up and pack. So with that in mind, we're back here at the Airbnb. I'm about to shower in a bit, and we're gonna finish up the last remaining parts of like packing. I got a charger on my electronics and all that good stuff. Plan for tomorrow, as per our tradition, we always try to grab breakfast at Ichiran and ramen before we leave. So we're gonna wake up pretty early tomorrow, grab breakfast, come back to the Airbnb, and then finally just kind of head out and take the train back to the airport because we have a flight around just a little bit after lunchtime to Okinawa. This is my partner's second time here in Japan. Last time we came last January, it was her first time being here, and we only spent like almost 3 days in Tokyo and the rest in Okinawa. So I'm glad we got to do like a full week this time around. Like I said, we got to cram so much into it, knocked off 99% of our list. And I think in the future trips, since like we took advantage of being here longer, I definitely would want to take her around and personally be able to see more of like the different prefectures, right? Take her to Osaka, Kyoto, etc. I've been to a lot of the different areas growing up and having been raised here, but never really got to explore a lot of it as like an adult, outside of like Osaka. So I would love that opportunity, and I'm sure that us just kind of see more of Japan. Obviously, like, Japan isn't just Tokyo, and I would like to see kind of more outside the city and all the touristy stuff. The other harder thing this time around is we traveled here in August, and if you don't know, it's like prime summertime for Japan, and it's not just the heat. If you're unfamiliar, it's the humidity that makes it so tough here in kind of the August September time frame. So that humidity really does make it just like feel thicker and hotter outside. So that's definitely something we had to combat while we were here. But ultimately, I had a great time. You know, being out here in Tokyo, it's always nice, and I get to do it less often as I used to fly back home here. So try to make the most of it while I've been here. That said, the second leg of the trip is going back home to Okinawa, Japan. And the thing I like about when I go back to Okinawa is like that's home for me. So like that trip back to Okinawa, there's not like expectations. Like when you're coming to Tokyo, usually you have like a travel itinerary, you have plans, you have things you want to see, places you want to eat, things you maybe want to shop for. When I'm in Okinawa, like honestly, there are places I want to eat just because it's like back home. But it's about seeing family, it's about seeing friends, it's honestly just about being back and truly like embodying that idea of vacation, of like relaxing and not really worrying about a schedule or itinerary. Whereas like when you're in a city like Tokyo and stuff like that, it's like more hustle and bustle, right? So that's the one aspect I love about going back to Okinawa. It's just very go with the flow, relax sort of style, and I am looking forward to that for the next week or so. Back to the Airbnb for the last final time. Quick massage while we on the flight. We are officially home. Finally home. Feels good. Great weather too. Hello. Oh, good to see you.
See you guys, welcome.
My man.
Oh, how are you? Good to see you.
I want to try those one of these days.
Which one? The boats?
The cruise. This
Oh,
cruise.
you like a cruise, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a famous thing in the States. This man, see everybody on the seawall.
This is all clean. You know that. That beer.
You don't really like beer though, right? You don't like beer, do you?
No, I'm not supposed to.
Delicious.
This is tuna. Where's the wasabi? Where's the wasabi?
Can I try one of these first?
It's just sake. Officially back in Okinawa. Ugh. So I just got back from having dinner and coffee with my parents at like 9 p.m. But we're actually here in one of the hotels, the Hilton Hotel here in Okinawa, as a surprise from my parents. We were supposed to be staying out, or we will be staying out at another hotel for the rest of the trip. Typically I'll like stay at my like childhood home or whatever, but this is the first time we're kind of just staying in our own like hotel, and they surprised us by getting us a what's up?
I was trying to see what this was, but you told me that.
Getting us a couple nights stay here in the Hilton, which is funny because when I left Japan all those years ago, like the Hilton had just recently opened up. So like this whole area that we're in, I remember it being under construction when I was a kid growing up. Like we used to skate on the grounds like when it was like not built yet and all that. So to see how much it's like transformed in all those years later. But yeah, it's nice to be in a hotel room that's like legitimate and well sized. But yeah, it's been a day of traveling. It's nice to be able to relax, see my parents. We're gonna be spending a lot of time with them obviously as we're here, but I think I'm gonna shower. It's about 9:30 p.m. I have a couple of friends who are still here in Okinawa that they're down to meet up tonight, so we're gonna meet up with them like in an hour or so. So kind of rest, relax, recharge, and then see where the night takes us. And with that, we are ready for the night. So just hanging out until my friend is gonna hit me up probably within the hour to meet up and head out for the night, honestly, with zero plans. I told him whether we're just hanging out like in a parking lot like old times or grabbing a drink somewhere. I'm down for whatever. It's gonna be nice because I'm gonna see a couple of my friends who are still around here and then I grew up with and like went to like high school, if not even middle school with. Like I was talking about earlier, being back here in Okinawa is like truly the embodiment of what being home is for me, right? Obviously I've been in Japan this last week or so, but like Okinawa is just like truthfully home to me, right? So many memories, even just walking around the hotel earlier with my parents. We were grabbing coffee at like 9 p.m. So nostalgic because like so much has changed, yet at the same time so much has stayed the same. Like even this hotel here was like the newest thing when I first left, and you know now the area is like multiplied by 10. So it's cool just to be back home. It's good to see. It'll be good to see familiar faces, and like I said, I'm just gonna leave the camera here and enjoy the night, and see where it takes us. And then the nice thing about being back here, like I said earlier, it might have been yesterday's vlog, no real set plans. Monday, since it's Labor Day, we are going to be going out with my parents and just spending time with them since they have off of work. I'm sure I'll be catching up with more friends who are still here throughout the week, but honestly, just taking the opportunity to kick back, relax, and like truly be on vacation, especially coming from the craziness that is like the whole Tokyo portion of the trip. So with that, it's been a travel day. Nothing crazy exciting in terms of vlog content, but super exciting for what's to come. And I will catch you all in what will be the next and official vlog of the Okinawa series. Stay tuned.